हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। आज की इस वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करेंगे प्लेवे मेथड, जो कि बेस्ड रहेगा निos के डीएलएड स्टडी मटेरियल पर। तो वीडियो स्टार्ट करने से पहले चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए और बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर दीजिए ताकि आगे आने वाले वीडियोस का नोटिफिकेशन आपको टाइमली मिल सके। तो वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं। प्लेवे मेथड। All of us, irrespective of our age, enjoy playing games, but a child's world of work is full of play. All children love to play. Play is a natural instinct of children. It is the natural expression of their needs. It develops physical, cognitive, social, and emotional growth of a child. Any familiar game and think individually or in groups with other teachers regarding curricular concepts that can be integrated in the game so that the students can enjoy playing the game and can simultaneously learn the concepts. This way of teaching is known as Playway Method. What elements are there in a game due to which children learn many concepts easily even in your absence? These are action, challenging, interesting, intrinsic motivation, self imposed discipline, cooperation and collaboration, working without fear, informal environment, utmost freedom in action. Say that Playway method has the following advantages. Playing games is a natural instinct with the young children. They not only participate in the games spontaneously, given freedom, they can organize the game effectively. Children can create new game. They devise the rules for playing the game and observe strictly the self-created discipline. This helps to nurture the creative skills of children along with the development of various life skills like problem solving, leadership, rational thinking, self-expression, communication skills, cooperative learning, group living, etc. Learning becomes natural, joyful, and energizing experience. It provides sufficient scope to the children to fulfill their physical, emotional, and cognitive needs. It helps to build healthy student to teacher and student to student relationships. Of Playway method. Playway method is based on the following principles. Principle of unfolding innate potentials. It is an established fact that a child is born with some innate potentials which unfold as the child grows up, provided favorable conditions are available for unfolding of the potentials. If unlikable conditions are imposed on a child, the growth of such potentials slows down, or in most adverse conditions, they may not grow at all. Playway method aims primarily at identifying, nurturing, and unfolding of the innate potentials of a child. Principle of natural instincts. Everyone is guided by his or her natural instincts. Play is the natural instinct of every child. Anything learned through play appears natural to the child, and he or she internalizes those experiences quickly and effectively. Playway method therefore recognizes this natural instinct and is used especially for young students for acquiring new experiences. Principle of complete freedom. A child unfolds his or her potentials and gathers more experience in less time when provided complete freedom in his actions. Any restriction imposed on the activity of the child curbs the natural growth. Providing complete freedom to the child is the cardinal principle of the Playway method. Principle of activity. Research in education and psychology has established the fact that a child learns better when he is actively involved in doing something. Passive listening without any action only promotes rote learning. Through play, the child can become spontaneously active. Principle of fulfillment of desires. Every child is driven by his inner desires and intentions, which he may not always be able to describe. When he gets sufficient freedom and flexibility, he gets unlimited opportunities to act for fulfilling his intentions. On the contrary, any external imposition in terms of learning objectives may hinder the natural growth. Playway math provides such freedom from any such external imposition. Principle of pleasure. Anything that gives pleasure is easily learned. Moreover, all the actions of children are driven by the principle of pleasure and pain, which means that a child loves to engage in activities that are pleasurable and avoids those which are painful. Therefore, learning through playway is easier, pleasurable, and sustainable for longer duration. Principle of creativity. Children love to play, but at the same time, they get easily bored to play the same game for a prolonged period and look for alternatives and innovations. This desire for change propels them to devise innovations in their play. Thus, the early development of the creative potentials of a child comes through play, and playway method employed imaginatively promotes growth of creativity in children. Principle of responsibility. Play enhances the sense of responsibility among children. In course of play, children realize that playing randomly without any rules and discipline is not satisfying, whether playing individually or in groups. Therefore, the child seeks others' help in devising rules or develop in group and assume responsibility for adhering to rules during play. Thus, through playway method, the children learn to be more responsible than through obeying any direct instruction. In playway method, the teachers help the students to initiate games suggested by them or in developing new games with the involvement of students. Create a learning environment to make the children feel that learning is a joyful experience. Prepare relevant teaching learning materials after designing the learning activities. Arrange the learning activities from simple concept to complex. Be a guide, supervisor, and a leader for the students during the learning process. Evaluate the students through playway activities. Evaluation should not be ignored. Note that Montessori kindergarten teaching methods were developed based on the playway method. However, there are some limitations too, as mentioned below. Limitations of playway method. This method is considered to be more suitable to the pre-primary and primary level students. The contents and concepts of all subjects cannot be introduced through this method. Sometimes a few children may give more importance to playing games than learning through playway method. आज का टॉपिक आई होप आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी प्लीज़ इसे लाइक एंड शेयर ज़रूर कीजिए थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग